Hey everybody, Gary Pierce here, and in today's video I'm going to show you the Big 3 framework. Now this is my SEO process that we use to build out evergreen SEO campaigns. These are pages, these are campaigns that we can use to leverage the web for free traffic, leads, and sales for months and years to come. Literally, if you set this up the right way the first time, you can leverage it from now and forever. So I'm going to show you exactly how to pull this thing off. You can use this also whether you're selling your own products and you're wanting to rank for some how-to type terms and sell your own products. It's also work if you're doing affiliate marketing. It does not matter if you're trying to get free traffic on the web. This is going to help you, and most importantly, this is super simple to pull off, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So let's go ahead, let's dive into the computer and get started. So we're inside Google. I'm in incognito mode, so none of my preferred settings or clicks or anything like that will take into account. I want to just show you a couple of searches to illustrate my point and to show you what we're actually going to be doing through this Big 3 framework. So let's just imagine, for example, we were looking for a new protein powder. One of the popular searches that we would go out and do would be best protein powder, and I want you to look at one of the suggested terms. You'll see the current year as one of the suggested terms for best protein powder 2022. That lets you know that people are wanting to know the latest, greatest protein powders for that current year. Now, this is going to occur, you're going to see this occur over and over again with a variety of searches, whether it's best protein powder or if you're doing, let's say, a search. Let's imagine just for a moment you're starting a podcast. Let's say you want to know the best podcasting microphones. If you went to Google and just did a search for, let's go to Google here, and let's just do a search for, I guess it would help if I could spell, but let's do a search for best podcasting microphone. And you will see best podcasting microphone 2022. Again, another affiliate related type term that someone would have the year included. Now, here's what's cool about this. We can target not only best podcasting microphone 2022, the current year, we could also target best podcasting microphone, and we could also target podcasting microphone as well as just podcasting microphone 2022. Now, those are 4 or 5 different variations of the same term. A lot of these are going to be longer tail terms, but the cool part about this is you can target this just from one single page. Now, you can do this and make this particular page evergreen in nature. And so what that means is at the end of 2022 and January 1, when 2023 rolls around, this page is still going to be there, and it will automatically update without you having to lift a finger and without you having to do anything. That's why this process is so extremely effective. Not only are you going to be able to tap into longer tail type terms, which include the year, some of the search terms are actually going to include months, but not only are you going to be able to tap into months and years, but you're also going to be able to set this up once, and it will automatically convert over and over and over again. It doesn't matter which year it is. It's just going to continue to roll over, and it's going to automatically populate as part of that particular page. And you can just use this over and over again and just build one page out and just continue to promote that one page, leveraging it for traffic, leads, and sales. And again, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in. If you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're selling your own stuff, it does not matter. This is going to be beneficial. So let's just imagine, just for a moment, let's say you wanted to start a YouTube channel. Okay, so if we just did a search for how to start a YouTube channel, look at one of the suggested terms right here, how to start a YouTube channel 2022. So in that instance, you could give all the details. You could do a very in-depth how-to guide, how to start a YouTube channel in 2022. And then again, when the new year rolls around, you can have this automatically update for you. You could be selling your own course, your own coaching program. It does not matter if you want to just give in-depth info or you want to sell an affiliate product from this particular page. The key thing that you want to do is you just want to get this set up the right way. And there's 3 pieces of the puzzle that we're going to be focusing on, and I'm going to be showing you how to pull this thing off. So I'm going to log into my site, and we're going to go into detail. We'll go into all the nitty-gritty, show you exactly how to pull this off. So before we get started creating this piece of content, you are going to need a couple of plugins. The first one is either Yoast SEO or Rank Math. Now, you don't need both of those because they do the same exact thing. Both are really good. For this instance, I'm going to be using Yoast SEO because that is the plugin that I've been using for years. If you want to use Rank Math, there is a way that you can pull the same exact thing off. The user interface is just different. I will include that in the PDF download. I will include that somewhere below this video that you can grab that, and that way you will know, you'll have the URLs to these plugins as well as the instructions on how to pull this whole thing off. The second plugin that you must have, this is the short code for current date. If you just do a search in the WordPress directory, short code for current date, both of these plugins are 100% free, and I've not seen any issues with them or anything like that. So what we're going to do is once you get those installed, go back to your WordPress dashboard, and you want to just simply go over here to click to add a new post. Now I'm creating these with posts. You can do this with pages, does not matter, but I'm doing this with posts because it just works out better for my layout and my structure that I have with the website. So if we are sticking with the example of setting up a page for podcasting microphones, the way that I would do this is I would create the title first. Now, the blog post title needs to include your keyword, and the reason why is because this is going to relate to an H1 tag whenever you publish the page. Now, if you don't know what an H1 tag is, don't stress out. It's just a tag that lets the search engines know that this is the most important piece on the page, and you want to include your keyword in it. So in this instance, I would do something along the lines of 11 best podcasting microphones. And remember, we want to include the year in there, but instead of just plugging in the current year right here, we want to include a short code. Now this short code, I'm just going to paste this in. It's going to look a little something like this. This short code, I'm able to plug this in because I've got this plugin here installed, and this is just putting a short code for the current year. So you can see 11 best podcasting microphones, and then we've got current date equals Y, okay? And now I would also then include this right here, ranked and reviewed. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because a lot of people will search not only for podcasting microphones 2022, but they're also going to do search for podcasting microphones ranked, top ranked podcasting microphones review, and you'll be able to grab some of those longer tail terms as well. This terms that you never even imagined that people were searching for, and this is going to help us get some of those additional longer tail terms. And again, we're just creating one blog post, and it's going to be all about the best podcasting microphones on the market, okay? And again, we've got this current date right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click to save this draft, okay? And then I want to show you what this looks like by just hitting preview right here, and we're going to preview this in another tab, and you can see that the current year is included right there. So even though I put in that short code right there, the current year is then published right there on our blog post title. And this is the blog post title, and this is the H1, okay? Now, if we just left this like it is right now, which is what most people do. Most people will just type in the blog post title, and they'll say, okay, well, now I'm done. I'm just going to hit publish. That is a big, big mistake. What you want to do is want to continue with this process, and you want to scroll down to right here, because what happens is the blog post title will automatically navigate and migrate to the SEO title. These are two different things. The SEO title is the metadata that is in the code that you don't see on the page, but the search engines come and crawl it. It's actually the first line that people will, or the search engines will actually look at. Even though it's invisible, unless you go into the HTML code, this is something that's visible on the back side of things. So you want to change this to where it will represent your current post or your current page. Now, the cool part about this is this can be totally different, okay? So the way that I do this is I do 11 best podcasting microphones, and then I can put in the year. Now, the way that we put in the year is another short code, and it's this right here. It's current year, and that is the current year right there, okay? And then what we do is we do ranked and reviewed, just like that, okay? Now, we've got the blog post title, we've got our keyword in it, our primary keyword in it. We've also included the year where it will automatically populate once the new year rolls around. Now we've got the SEO title where it will automatically populate. It's also got our primary keywords plugged in there as well. Now, the third part of this is the slug. now you'll see this automatically generates this long slug. And this is automatically pulling from our blog post title. This is entirely too long, and you don't want that. And you don't want any year in the slug. So the slug is what is, in my case, it would be like thinktanklab.com/ in this case, it would be 11 best podcasting microphones and then the current year. You don't want any year in there because this will not automatically change inside the slug. So what you want it to be is something like this. You just want it to be podcasting microphones. Okay, short and sweet, and that's all you have to do. Now, next thing you want to do is you want to come in here and you want to plug in the description. So we got the blog post title, we've got the SEO title, we've adjusted the slug, and now we want to change the description. So in this case, it would be something, are you looking for the best podcasting microphone and I'm going to put in that same short code there for Yoast, which is this right here. If so, this is the only review you'll need. Okay? And once we do that, we're then ready to complete our blog post. If you do this part of it, this is going to be the heavy lifting that you need to do to build out an evergreen campaign, but also target those additional keywords that we talked about. Now, when this being said, what are the big three? Because I covered quite a bit of things. So just to recap, it's one, your blog post title, which is also the H1 tag. Secondly, it's then modifying the SEO title. This is the first thing that the search engines are going to crawl, and it's the first thing that they're going to see. And then third is going to be to modify the SEO description to include your keywords, but also to include the short codes for the current year. And then also I taught you how to adjust the URL or the URL string or the slug, if you will. And the reason that we do that is so that way the year is not plugged into that slug, and that way you can just continue to promote that year after year, month after month, and just continue to leverage that particular piece of content for months and years to come. So once it's all done, it's going to look a little something like this. You can see right here, this is a post that I've created, how to start a review blog in 2022. Now this is a term that I wanted to target, was how to start a review blog, and you can see I'm selling affiliate products, but I'm also selling my own products from this particular blog post as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. In closing, I'm going to include a PDF of all the instructions as well as the short codes that you can use for either Yoast or Rank Math, whichever one you want to go with, as well as using the additional plugin that I talked about in this tutorial. You will find a link, depending on where you're watching it at. It will be in the comments or it will be in the description, one or the other. Also, I want to reiterate why this is important. One, this is going to allow you to create an evergreen campaign without you having to go in and change all the years or anything like that. Literally, when the new year rolls around, this will automatically change the dates in the SEO title, as well as the blog post title, as well as the description automatically. You're not going to have to do anything, and this is all using 100% free plugins. The second benefit is this is going to help you target additional terms. So again, in our instance of ranking for best podcasting microphones, by simply including the year in your SEO title, as well as in your blog post title and in your description, this is going to help rank for those additional longer tail terms as well. Again, the more terms that you rank for, the better off you're going to be, because overall the site is going to benefit as a whole. And the third benefit, and I'm not even sure that I touched on this is going to help you with your click-through rates. Picture this. Imagine someone is doing a search for your primary keyword and all your competitors have the current year there and you don't. Well, yours is going to look like it's outdated information. So you want to be sure that you include the year in there so that way it looks like it's fresh, updated content. And if your competitors are not including the date, well, just imagine what that's going to look like whenever you've got the current year in there. People are going to be scrolling through and they're going to say, oh, this is an updated, this is an updated guide, or this is an updated review. This has got the current year there, and they're going to be more inclined to click on that. By simply increasing your click-through rate, this is going to help you show up for additional terms in the search results. It's going to help you rank higher for the terms you're already showing up for, because this is giving a signal to the search engines that you are providing the absolute best result and you are getting the preferred treatment. You are the preferred result because they're simply clicking on that, and we can control all of that by using this framework that I've showed you in this video. So if you enjoy this, be sure to give this a share. Also, keep in mind in the description or in the comment section, you will find a link to the download of all the tutorials, of all the short codes, as well as the resources that I mentioned in this video. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon.